everybody. Yeah, I'm gonna start doing little studio vlogs. So this is the first one of hopefully many. I've got a new setup, got a new mic on here, all sorts of neat accessories, and hopefully it's gonna be looking a little better than the old phone videos. These videos are gonna be a pretty regular thing, I hope, and it's kind of gonna be a mix of me rambling about whatever is going on, whatever I'm working on. Also show you guys how I do some of the work that I do. Things like making cassettes, packing orders, taking you through the process of like doing a run of vinyl, maybe doing some like studio tour type videos where I show off all the gadgets and things that I use to make the content that I do for this channel. And yeah. So without rambling on, I just want to start showing you guys some cool stuff. One thing that I just got in the mail, it's a very good timing for this video, is these. Anybody who has placed an order, I guess in the last, I don't know, couple of weeks, you'll notice we've really stepped up the game in terms of including like stickers and thank you cards, and we even have business cards in there and all that professional stuff. Something I've always wanted to do is add more random like bits and bobs that you get when you place an order with the label. It's one of my favorite things about buying stuff on like Etsy and all that. Whenever I order like new washi tape or get a new stamp made or get packing supplies from there, so many sellers will include like stickers and thank you cards and all this cool stuff. I just love opening a package and not really knowing what's going to be in there, even though I know what I bought. And so yeah, we include a lot of stuff like that now. The packing has gotten much more beautiful. We got custom packing tape and stamps and cool boxes and all that sort of thing. But these are the new thank you cards, and they look like this. So that's the album artwork from the Kids at Night, the Dark Forest album, and I thought it looked really cool for a thank you card. The backs look like that. Just a little thank you thing. I sign all these. They go in all of the orders. So anytime you order anything, you get like basically a little fancy art print with a signature on it. The old ones look like this. You may recognize that artwork from the channel. And you can still get these. It's going to be kind of random which one you get. Most of the vinyl orders, when I do ship those, are going to have these new ones in it, just so that it's fresh for anyone who already got the old card. But yeah, I want to do even more designs of those. I'm probably going to get at least another 3 made right off the bat, so that there's like 5 different designs, so every time you place an order you get something kind of different and something kind of cool. Another thing that I want to show in this video that just showed up, well, it showed up like last week or maybe a little bit earlier than that, but it's this, the final test pressings for the Halloween vinyl project. They're blue, don't worry, the actual vinyl will be Halloween orange. I guess they use whatever vinyl they have left over at the plant when they are doing these test pressings, but I'm pleased to say everything is perfect on here. Something else that I wanted to show you guys that you might find kind of interesting is our new recording rig. I keep saying our, it's basically me. I say our because it's like a label, it's a brand, but whenever I say our, I just mean me. Well, I mean me and my cat. Cute cat. Really more my girlfriend's cat than my cat, but he hangs out, he helps, he's here for emotional support. But yeah, I'm going to show you the cassette duplicating rig. It's a rack mounted rig. I've been working on it like crazy for the last, really the last month or so. It's not even really done yet, and I'll get into that in a little bit, but it's starting to look pretty serious. So this is it. This is the rack mount rig, stuffed in between all my junk, but As you can see, it is basically just a series of dual deck cassette recorders that are all mounted on a big server rack mount. This is the kind of server rack you would use for, like, you know, an office might use for their internet connections and things like that. But I use it for all these rack-mounted cassette recording units.
The way that this whole setup works is I've got this unit here is a power bar essentially. It's got about a bunch of outlets on the back, so I can just plug this rack into one outlet, and then this will power all of the devices that are hooked up to it. This below it is an 8-channel headphone mixer. It's basically like a splitter for the audio channels. So the way I've got this set up is I have a laptop up here. It's just a little MacBook, the old one that I had to buy for art school. Now it's just part of a cassette recording rig. I've got a USB drive plugged in that has all of the audio that I need for the cassette tapes, and it has an audio out that goes into the back of this splitter, and then this has audio outs, 8 different audio outs that basically just duplicate that signal, and they're plugged into all of the different cassette recorders. So I can hit play on the laptop, hit record on all of the cassette players, and they will record the audio coming out of the laptop.
So I just got a bunch of orders in, a nice big old stack right here. I'll have to blur that out so I don't dox anybody. But yeah, it's time to pack some orders, and with that will probably come duplicating a bunch of cassettes. So come with me and I will show you guys how I do this start to finish when a new round of orders come in. I usually do this like every weekend. The orders trickle in throughout the week, so I tend to wait till I've got a few to start packing everything and making the cassettes and all that. So now I've got a healthy little stack, so yeah, let's make some cassettes.
Accurate, up-to-date weather information for your neighborhood. Only on the Weather Channel.
So it looks like I am gonna need to record some new tapes. I gotta record some Lo-Fi Halloween Volume 2. So I'm gonna show you guys a little bit about how I do that. You've probably seen it in some of the short behind-the-scenes cassette making videos already, but yeah, this is the real deal. if you're wondering why I didn't load all of the decks this time around, it's actually because some of these decks don't even work. One of the most annoying things about trying to build this kind of a setup is that all the time people on eBay will list these as being tested, working, fully functional devices, and then I get them here in the mail, I hook them up, I get everything set up properly, and then I start dual recording on them, and then I find out that, you know, deck B doesn't record, or it records but the audio sounds like garbage on it, or something that clearly someone hit play and the lights lit up so they thought it worked, and it actually doesn't, which means then I have to go through the refund process on eBay to try to get my money back, and in the case of 2 of these, they want me to ship them back to them even though they don't work, so that's why I've got this box here, and I'm gonna have to unscrew it from the rig. I'm gonna have to pull it out, ship it back to them by UPS, which is not close to my house, which means I have to actually load these boxes into like a wagon and haul it all the way over to the UPS office. It's really annoying for someone else's mistakes, so if you're ever selling one of these on eBay, please test it first. I must have gone through probably 10 of these that don't work just to get like 3 or 4 that Most of the orders are packed up, but still a whole bunch over here. But now I just gotta wait on all the cassettes that I'm recording to finish recording so that I can finish packing these. So I'm probably just gonna do these ones off camera. A funny little thing to mention is that the recording has not been going well. Something that I'm sure some folks are aware of, but many don't really think about, is that when you're working with really old analog equipment, it is very prone to having issues. I just had to restart the recording, I don't know, 3 times, because one time they didn't all record, one of them just stopped for no reason. The second time my laptop died and I had to plug it back in, charge it for a while before I started. And then the third time, after my laptop rebooted, the levels were set too high, so I was clipping into all of the recorders, so I had to stop them all, rewind it all, restart. So lots of fun. Definitely like an hour behind now, but that's just how it goes with cassette tapes. Here's another cool thing that just came in the mail. I use Sticker Mule for most of the stickers on the label for those who are curious. Every now and then they do like a little sale. They just had one where it was like 25 stickers for $15 with free shipping. So I got some of these made. Yeah, some little Weather Channel stickers. These aren't going to be like for sale in the shop. Every now and then I order this kind of thing, and I use them just as like little throw-ins for larger orders and things like that. So if you want to get some Weather Channel stickers, buy a bunch of tapes. Another little thing that I throw into bigger orders, or even like medium-sized orders, not like huge orders, are these little ill-advised records pins. Just like a little extra thing. Got a big box of them. I have a button maker, so whenever I'm watching movies and stuff, sometimes I'll just make random little ill-advised logo buttons so that there's a little extra surprise for people. So, something I want to do with these records, we've got like the regular run of 200 of the orange ones, but there's always these test presses that I get that I showed you earlier in the video. I've got these blue ones, and I've also got a bunch of black ones that have that double track on them. So I wanted to do something with these. I didn't want them to just be sitting around collecting dust. I don't need them. So I wanted to sell them in the shop and give people kind of like an option to get a more special version of the record, something a little more collectible. And so what I decided to do for that is I got these. They're blank LP covers, so they're just, the regular standard cardboard LP cover. And I'm gonna hand paint them or draw on them. Maybe I'll do some like black and white ink ones. A lot of them will be like acrylic painted, and I'm gonna paint original artwork onto actual LP covers and put the test presses in these LP covers and sell them as like special edition copies of the record. So for the blue ones, I might do like foggy kind of atmospheric art, almost like Silent Hill-ish looking stuff. I think that would go really well with the blue. And then for the other ones, which are just black, I'll probably have a broader range of styles because, they're black. You can kind of pair that with anything. I've got one I started, but I still have a lot of work left to do on it. So far, it's this pumpkin-looking guy. It's kind of like a weird pumpkin guy in a graveyard. I still got to put like line art over it and inks, and then I got to put highlights on it and do a lot more painting. This is like, 10% done, but it gives you an idea of what I'm gonna do. And then it's just like a regular, LP cover. I'm gonna put the record in there in a sleeve, put it in a bag, and I'll be selling these in the shop. I think what I'm gonna do is probably sell all of the black ones that have the extra track in the regular shop. And all of the blue ones that don't have the extra track on them, I'll probably sell those in the secret shop. So that way there's a little bit fancier of a version that's in the secret shop, but everyone gets access to buying the original art test pressings. So hopefully people like that. I don't know. I think it's a cool idea, and it gives me something a little different to do. I like having projects that have a little more artistry behind them, not just printing different art on something and selling the same product, having something a little more special. So hopefully people dig that. is now the second day, but the orders have been packed. I tend to put them in these big, like Freshco bags, Canadian grocery store, for those wondering what country I'm from. But yeah, and then on my way to my real job, I stop at the post office, and I tend to drop those off into their little drawer thing. So yeah, those are ready to go. It's the second day now. It took me really 2 days to pack these orders. There's about 15 orders there. I haven't been like packing around the clock or anything. There's been a lot of other stuff going on. Normally I would get that number of orders done in like a day. But yeah, it takes a little longer to do them now that we have the nice boxes and the packing tape and all that. It adds a few more steps, but I think it's worth it. They look a lot cooler. For the rest of today, I'm pretty much just editing videos. I want to know what you guys want to see in these vlogs. I'm pretty new to doing the whole vlogging thing. I imagine most videos you guys aren't going to want to just see me packing orders over and over and over again. So if there's something in particular you're curious about seeing, definitely let me know in the comments, and I'll try to showcase it or maybe explain more about something that you're curious about. And I could also do a little Q&A thing, so if you've got a question, just let me know, and I'd be happy to answer it in a future vlog episode.